Diego 6 News in the morning.
All right, welcome back, Sandiego 6 in the morning, 6:54. We've talked about this story here about the mayor withholding these fees that have been collected that were supposed to be used to promote tourism in San Diego. How is this happening, and how's it likely to turn out? Well, our political analyst, John Dadian, joins us here this morning. John, first off, the city attorney, Jan Goldsmith, has already weighed in and said that what the mayor is doing is illegal. So we'll leave the legal aspect of this aside for a moment. Let's talk about the political aspects of this. This money was collected with the express purpose of being used to promote San Diego, and it was raised voluntarily by the hoteliers, correct?
Yes and no. There's really two segments to this.
Okay.
The first segment, and I'm not a legal analyst, but it's going through the courts, so if it is found to be illegal as far as the way they're raising it, it's a moot subject and it's all over.
Right.
To me, the key political question is, what's happening right now is the city council passed it, went to the mayor's desk. Does the mayor have the right not to sign it? And I'm of the political opinion that yes, he has the right not to sign it. There's a reason why it requires his signature, and if he looks at it and thinks there's something either wrong with it, or in this case he thinks he can get a better deal, I think he's within his right with his office.
He's talking about a deal. What's the deal that the mayor thinks he's entitled to, because that money was raised to promote? The hotelier said, look, we need more money to promote San Diego, so we're going to put an extra 2% room tax on here, and we're going to use that money to promote San Diego. So then they did that voluntarily. So how does the mayor then step in and say, you know what, I want some of that money?
Well, because the way you just phrased it is correct, but the city council had to approve the deal, craft the deal, etc. So it went through the city council on a vote.
Right.
Then it goes to the mayor's desk. Okay, so he has the option. So it's sitting on his desk, and I guess my simple political answer is there's a reason why it requires his signature. Let me give you a hypothetical analogy.
Okay.
Remember the famous ticket guarantee, the fiasco at Qualcomm?
Right.
What if the mayor would have been changing at that time, and the new mayor would have looked at it and said, this is a bad deal, I can't sign this. In retrospect, we would have cheered that mayor.
Right.
So he has an absolute right. He's a separately elected official. If he doesn't feel that in good conscience he can sign something, he's under no obligation, whether it's legal or political.
Okay, but again, then what happens to that money? Because if the hoteliers raise that money voluntarily, it's sitting there in a pot right now. There's a stalemate going on. I mean, it sounds like the courts are going to have to resolve this.
Well, not necessarily, because again, the court has two options to say it's illegal or legal. If they say it's illegal, we still have the quandary that we have. So what I think is quite honestly going to happen is that there is going to be some resolve. For example, it was at the city council last week after this problem, and the city council could have, put something back on the agenda saying, okay, let's relook at it, let's address the mayor's concern. They didn't want to change it at all, so that's why the stalemate. If the courts rule it legal, I think the city council will revisit this and come up with a deal that's palatable to both the mayor and the hotel industry.
And we're talking about a lot of money here. We're talking about millions and millions of dollars.
And again, keep in mind, this is, the way you phrase it is correct. The hotel folks want to put, tax for themselves. They've agreed to this, and it is going to go. So many, let's not forget, Bob Filner says, Mayor Filner says, these big hotel, millionaire owners, keep in mind, a lot of mom and pop businesses depend on the city's promoting tourism. Your
Right.
hot dog stand, all the little shops at Seaport Village, etc.
Sure.
This will actually hurt a lot of the little businesses if it doesn't go through.
Okay. Political analyst John Dadian. Good to see you.
Very good to see you.
All right. We're coming right back.